What's a KEMONOMIMI? Is my least favorite question. Not because it's hard to answer, but because I get that asked all the time. Hopefully this one quick video will help you better understand what a KEMONOMIMI is. It's commonly referred to as an aesthetic. You typically wear animal gear such as ears, tails, or some sort of accessory that correlates. I've heard a lot of people compare it to cosplaying, and I do see the similarities, as cosplayers put on a costume, and some of them may or may not act out as that costume, and at the end of the day you could just take it off and you don't genuinely believe that you are a dog or a cat or whatever your cosplay is. Being a KEMONOMIMI is just like that too. Also, this is the moment my power went out. Anyway, moving on, a lot of people think that I genuinely believe I'm a dog. No, it's like a Halloween costume. Just because I'm wearing it doesn't mean I actually think I'm a dog. And before you ask, anybody can be a KEMONOMIMI. Literally anybody, so please don't ask me, can I be a KEMONOMIMI if da-da-da-da. You can also be multiple KEMONOMIMI types because there's no police, there's no rules. And honestly, I don't even believe that you need to own ears because, like cosplaying, there's other forms of it, such as social media presence. So if you're a dog online, you can consider yourself a KEMONOMIMI too. Or don't if you don't want to. I hope this answered as many questions as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Lots of love. Bye. What being a KEMONOMIMI is not. Because I feel like things are still unclear. And maybe it's easier to explain what a KEMONOMIMI is by explaining what it's not. KEMONOMIMI is not an identity. Unlike some type of alter human, KEMONOMIMIs do this all by choice. We choose what and how many animals we want to be and when we want to put on our outfit. Which is why being a KEMONOMIMI is not restrictive. There's no rule book. Being a KEMONOMIMI is for everyone of all ages or genders, etc. Being a KEMONOMIMI is not a place of judgment. Especially here in my comment section and my little community that I have. I make sure that I'm a safe place that's acceptable for everyone. Being a KEMONOMIMI is nothing like being a therian. Therians are a type of older human, and like I said before, everything we do is by choice. We're also not like furries either. I really don't understand the confusion, as furries are anthro animals. I'm not an anthro animal, I'm just wearing cat ears. Also, furry is not fashion based either, so again, I don't really know where that's coming from. Being a KEMONOMIMI does not mean I'm unemployed, have some type of parental issues. It's not a political statement or some form of gender or sexuality. Out of everything, it's way more close to being a cosplay than anything else. Thanks for watching. Lots of love. Bye. Can I still be a KEMONOMIMI if stop? Shh and listen, because the answer is probably yes, but I've been asked tons of times. Can I still be a KEMONOMIMI if I'm old? Yes, Gramps. Being a KEMONOMIMI is a fashion for everyone, even if you're unk. Well, can I be a KEMONOMIMI if I'm a guy? And yes, bro, I have been asked this question before. Of course. Like, be so for real. Plus, I'm literally a femboy. But I can't be a KEMONOMIMI if I'm not conventionally attractive. Like, of course you can. I hate the take that you can only be silly and cringe if your face card is serving. And I bet you're gorgeous and amazing and beautiful. To be cringe is to be free, and anyone can be cringe. Can I be a KEMONOMIMI if I am a furry or a therian? Introducing me, a furry who is also a KEMONOMIMI. And no, I am not a therian. But of course, if you're a therian, you may indulge. Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't most therians also KEMONOMIMIs because of their gear? Can I be a KEMONOMIMI if I am a unicorn or if I am a bug? Okay, yes, I have been asked this before, which is really silly. But of course, and honestly, I would love to see. If you're an uncommon KEMONOMIMI, please show me down below. I am very curious. Can I be multiple KEMONOMIMI types? No. Just kidding. Duh, who's going to stop you? The KEMONOMIMI police? Hold up, put your paws up, put your paws up. Okay, seriously though, being a KEMONOMIMI is full of lots of fun and joy and fashion. There's barely any rules. In my opinion, you don't even need to own ears to be a KEMONOMIMI. Why have restricting rules when it's already so outside of the box? Self-expression can be done by anyone. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Lots of love. Bye. So what's the difference between furries, KEMONOMIMIs, and therians? Furries are people who have interest in anthro animals. Think Zootopia or Bugs Bunny. Typically, furries have personas, which is basically just an original character, but they're an animal. You may see furries walk around in things called fursuits. Those are basically bougie school mascots. The furry community is full of wonderful art, with wonderful creative expression, and you don't need to own a fursuit to be a furry. Okay, so then what's a KEMONOMIMI? KEMONOMIMIs dabble a lot on the visual aesthetic of animals. It's a Japanese word that translates to beast ears. While for some, this type of fashion is just that, fashion. For others, it may be an expression of oneself. However, it's not identifying as an animal, but with an animal. I am both of these things, but what I'm not is a therian. Therians are a type of alter human. This means that they identify outside of being a human. It's recognized as something that is not a choice, identifying spiritually or physically. However, I am not a therian, so feel free to correct me if you are. I have lots to learn. And please let me know in the comments if you're any of these three. Thank you so much for watching. I was recently gifted my dream kit, and I've received some questions, so let's talk about it. First of all, let's get rid of the old tail tail since it's not needed anymore. Now here is my new and improved tail. So it's called a hypermotion tail, which is why you see it sway back and forth. It is not electric. In fact, it's made out of this foam, which is why it's able to sway so easily. I got mine specifically from a place called Bondtail on Etsy. However, you can make your own or buy them from other places. They're roughly around $80 though. So obviously I can't just stick it up my butt like that. Oh no, so what do? Belt. My belt is from Hot Topic. The Bondtails that come on Etsy do come with tails if you buy them. I just didn't want to buy them. Sizing does matter though. Only my Hot Topic belts work on it. You need a sturdy belt, otherwise it's not gonna work. So hopefully you guys know how to put on a belt. But when you get to that last loop, don't continue. The tail must go through the belt. As you can see, it goes through one end. You pull a little bit through. That's where your tail is gonna be placed, and then you pull the other end out of it. Kind of tough because it's just plastic on plastic. But then you continue like a regular belt again, and boom, this is what it should look like. Now I can sway back and forth and the tail follows me super duper easily. I personally prefer this over electric tails. The wag just seems a lot more natural for me, and it doesn't make any noise. But that's it. Happy wagging. Thank you for watching. Bye. Lots of love. Do you want to be a KEMONOMIMI but don't know how to start? Hopefully I can help you figure that out. Here are some places that you can get ears, tails, and fun accessories. The #1 shop that I recommend is Etsy. And don't worry, I understand, I'm broke too. So here are my picks that are cost efficient. Dream Edge Design, in my opinion, make really cute sets. And they're definitely not in the higher end, ranging around $50 for a pair of ears and tail. Looking through their shop, they have a lot of cute designs for canines and felines. However, let's keep looking because I know we got some deer and cow, and they deserve some awesome ears too. Archaic Manifest also has similar price ranges. Their ears have different styles, so you don't have to worry if you're not a dog or a cat. A lot of places on Etsy also do custom ears, meaning you can negotiate the shape and style. HK Style Crafts, definitely in the higher end, but they have really realistic and adorable ears. They're totally worth checking out if you want to support an artist and you have the funds. Now, if you really can't afford it and you only have around $15 to spend, there are a couple ears that Hot Topic does sell. I know for sure that it's not high quality. You get what you pay for. And if anyone's wondering, my ears were crafted by my amazing mutual Hiccup. And this is her Instagram and prices if you'd like to check her out. I totally recommend. This video is getting super long, much longer than I expected. So to wrap things up, I'll just talk about accessories because those really do sell the look. You can get a basic collar anywhere, any pet shop, any place. I got my specific tag on Etsy. My chain and my paws are from Amazon. Toys are from Amazon as well. Please note that biting it like me will ruin your teeth, so please be careful. So for some reason, I just love the look of a plushie hooked onto your belt. I feel like, I don't know, does it sell the look? I mean, it's my little friend. It's a little mini me. Also, this is a lanyard. I literally use this as a leash because I don't have a real one. Also, this is like my favorite part of my gear, my harness. I also got this off Amazon. I hope this is helpful. I can make a part 2 because again, this is a very long video. But thank you so much for watching and following through. I appreciate you guys. Lots of love. Bye. Being a KEMONOMIMI is not inherently sexual. If you look at me or any alternative person and assume that our existence is sexual, then you are wrong. Our self-expression is not sexual expression. And the only time it makes it okay is if we are consenting to your interpretation of us in that manner. Otherwise, this is how I see you. Me and my KEMONOMIMI friends have been accused for being fetish, and that is the furthest from the truth. KEMONOMIMI isn't even rooted in sexuality. It is a Japanese term coming from Japanese folklore, which evolved into the aesthetic. This is our way of expressing ourselves, and we deserve to feel safe. We deserve to be able to express ourselves without feeling like we are catering to some sort of demographic that we're not. It is just plain wrong to see animal ears on a person. The conclusion is made that it is some type of fetish. Stereotyping an entire community that you do not understand. These are harmful stereotypes. Whether you think it's hot or sexy or if it's gross and fetishy. Both of these are extremes. Extremes that I rarely ever see. A lot of the popular KEMONOMIMIs you see on TikTok are literally safe for work. Not to mention that there are a lot of minors in the community. And it's creating an unsafe environment for them to come onto this platform and bash us for, again, not understanding what we are. So please learn the history, pick up a book, figure out the differences between us and actual fetishes. I promise it's not the same. Just because we dress differently, have silly expressions, doesn't mean you get to overly sexualize us. And that's it. Lots of love. Bye. Puppy dog hair ready with me as I speak about all the fun and awesome things about being KEMONOMIMI. Me is feeling very positive. And if you're wondering, I'm going to a street fair. First of all, I'm a beagle. I love how it reflects my personality as I'm loyal, hyper, and forgiving. Dressing this way allows me to be the most authentic version of myself. And so far, it's the best version of myself. While I can be who I am, I hope to inspire the people around me to be just as expressive as they'd like to be. And somebody needs to humble me because my confidence has spiked. I low-key have an ego now. Before dressing this way, I never realized how much I hid. I masked as anxiety took over me until I decided to embrace all my weirdness. goodness. It led to so many self-discoveries, and this might sound random, but it even helped me figure out my gender a lot more. But my favorite thing ever, without a doubt, the community that I found, the people that I met, the mutuals that I made, the friends that I grew. I know it sounds cheesy, but I'm actually just so grateful for all of you guys. Being online here has changed my life completely. A full 360 of the shy little dog I was before. So truly, I have everyone here to thank. And I hope more people give it a try. But even if it's not you, at least you tried something different. And maybe it will lead you to find something that you actually do enjoy in life. Side note, should I make a video about everything I hate? I know that's very negative though. Anyway, this is the outfit. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching. Bye. Puppy dog, get ready with me as I talk about all the things that I hate about being a KEMONOMIMI. I also did this with things that I love, so go check that out too. A little harsh, but for number one, the over-sexualization. It gots to go. I can honestly make a whole video on it, which I might do so I don't yap too long, but trust, it's a problem. This may come to a surprise, but haters aren't really on my list, but there are certain things that trolls say that do bother me. First of all, when they say seek God, there's so many Christian KEMONOMIMI and furries out there. It might make you feel like you can't be religious and be a furry, which is just complete nonsense. I'm not, but there are many people that are. I also don't want your religion shoved down my throat. Thank you very much. When people ask me where my tail is plugged in, obviously I'm wearing a belt. It's very obvious. That one, just use your eyes, please. Copycats or the copy dogs. Not to get political over here, but for a subculture that's supposed to be full of self-expression, I feel like there are a lot of people who just want to copy and paste, which is fine, I guess. But also, you could just be yourself. When people ask me if they can be a KEMONOMIMI even if they are blank, the answer is probably yes. There are so many different types of KEMONOMIMIs, and like I said before, with a subculture that's supposed to be full of lots of love and self-expression, what is the point of making rules? When people say, I can't let gang know I fuck with this. Yes, you can, bruh. Let gang know, please. When people look at me and say, I would dress like that if I had the confidence. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Okay. Thanks for watching. Lots of love. Bye.